taking pictures?
We're filming.
Oh, good. Here to get water for Paden City.
And I think they tell me that you're like the people that you've been really on this. You're really on this.
I've been the whistleblower.
You've been the ones really on this.
Yep, that's me.
Well, we need people like you.
Yeah, I'm not shutting up. My family was affected by this water, and I want to get answers. I'm not stopping until we find out if this is poisoning our town or not. And I want to make sure everybody has safe, clean drinking water until we do.
And that's what it takes. Hello, this is Maury. I'm in New Martinsville, West Virginia. This is February the 6th. And it's one day after being in the natural gas hearings in Washington, D.C. We had heard, myself and Neil LaFerrier with West Virginia Sierra, heard about a water contamination problem that's been going on here in Paden City, just down the road here. And West Virginia Sierra is buying $500 worth of water. I am buying $200 worth of water for the folks from the Power Coalition and others from West Virginia, Southwest Virginia. Here's the trucks here. So we're at Walmart. I think Walmart's going to donate $1,000 worth of water for these folks. And just thought we'd show you what's going on here. I'm going to sign off here while we load the water. I'll do some more filming here in a few minutes. There's Neil talking to one of the organizers of this effort here in New Martinsville in Paden City. So we're loading more water. There's Neil LaFerrier, West Virginia Sierra. I forgot your name again.
Rachel.
Rachel, she's a local here. She's been one of the people that's driving this.
I know.
Walmart manager Angie, she's been great.
Oh, thank you.
So water is heading to the people of Paden City here.
So should be one more of this type of kit and one more.
So one more spring and a big one?
So we'll go back and get some more here in a minute.
And then one. Denise, it's Rachel. I have 2 vehicles for you. I'm on my way. I've got gallons for the cooks and small bottles for the kids.
Pearl's getting the workout.
2 more. Pearl is getting the workout.
Rachel's not. I ain't got time to call about all the water. She's doing this for me, so Rachel's got it all. Have you talked to Witchies yet?
Yes.
All right.
I have to stop by.
Thank you, Angie. Hey, Angie's not only a manager here, but she's
So
also
now-
a resident of Paden City.
Yeah.
By the way. I live in the town too. Yeah, she lives in the town
And-
too. We went to school together, graduated together.
Well, we really appreciate Walmart and everything that Walmart's doing, and
They did.
yay Walmart and Angie, and
You're going to be on YouTube. Angie.
but it's great. It's great. You're doing a great thing here, and Walmart's doing a great thing.
All right. I'm getting ready to form a Facebook page, and I'll
And
tag you.
here's,
in it so that you can tag Walmart.
Water's
All right, thank you.
water here's loaded. Somebody went to Mincer's to get some more,
Okay.
and we are heading to the school.
Or you be taking him down to the city.
Take him to the city. We'll go to the school. It's pickup time. We're not going to have room for all the vehicles.
Okay.
And plus, I called them and they got rude. Said, well, we're leaving at 3:30.
So where are we heading to?
You get to the city.
You
we'll
guys
go
are
to
following
school.
me to? Are you
No,
going to school?
he comes with me.
Me and
you
Jeffrey.
and Jeff.
Oh, I'm going to the school. That's great because I'm a former teacher.
Oh, there you go.
So Paden City Elementary School, West Virginia Blue River Exemplary School. We've delivered a bunch of water here, and this is elementary school. They also do the cooking for the high school here. So water delivery to Paden City Elementary School.
How you doing? I can't do the double cases for long.
This young lady here, her mother is one of the people, the driving force. She's doing it for the kids. And what's your name? What's your name? Renzi. So we brought you, we're getting water for your school. Is that a good thing? And we think it's a great thing. What grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
You're in kindergarten. Well, and you got a sister, right? And how old is she?
7.
7. Well, let's go back here and see what kind of water we got.
Very hips out of here.
And who's this here?
This is Renzi.
No, I was asking Renzi who this here was.
Oh, Renzi, who am I?
Rachel.
Rachel, that's your mother, right?
Mommy.
We're at Paden City Elementary, and we're unloading water for the kids. Great job.
Hey, Rod,
And this school here,
you want to do the big ones first?
What, you want
Here,
more of
grab,
them?
grab it on.
she says there's too much for her to handle.
That'll make it easier. Here, do one more. Go ahead and do one more.
And you want to take yours?
And then we'll do the alto.
Let them take yours first.
I can't just
Good job, sissy.
Dad, it's too heavy. Can you move some?
Yeah, I'll move them.
Well,
Here.
so now we're at the Paden City Fire Department, and this is where all the rest of the water came to, and will be handed out next week, and we'll follow up on that. So we'll go on up here and finish up here.
See where the rest of the water.
See where the rest of the water went. So anyway, here we are in Paden City, and we're talking to some of the residents here who are really concerned about what's going on with the water, and they're not getting the answers they need or want. And first off, what's your name?
Tanya Schuler.
Tanya Schuler seems like to be the person that's really spurring this on. Tell us quickly, just a few seconds, 10, 15 seconds, what's going on? What's going on?
The PCE levels in our town have been elevated for a long time, we're finding out, but we just got made aware of it in March of 2019, so that prompted me to ask questions about my my children's health, because I have a son that has epilepsy, was diagnosed at the age of 15, he's 22 now. I have an older son that has neurological tremors that they can't figure out why he's hurting. So we want to know why their PC has been in the water since we have looked back through research we found since 1999, and we were just notified the first time in March of 2019 that it was in our water, and it's in our water at high levels.
There's a lot more to the story than we're going to be able to get out in this video, but so I'm going to go over here. We were following Neil with Sierra, smile Neil. And we were following you all. We collected some water, went down to Walmart, saw previous in the video, and that's you and your husband. You got two little girls,
Yep, 7,
and her name is
Renzi.
Renzi's in kindergarten and was a great help today. Her sister got to stay in tutoring and didn't have to help, but I hear that she's going to be getting to help hand the water out. So talk a bit briefly, Renzi. Is she the one, your neighbor here, the one to get you involved?
This is my cousin, so
That's your
I got her
cousin?
involved.
Yeah. Yeah, when the problem started last year, we tried to make, the city aware that, don't drink your water. A lot of them didn't take us seriously because, like the city wanted to brush things under the rug a little bit. And we kind of it fizzled out. And now that we've seen the levels have pretty much doubled since last year.
Yeah, we got another notice last Friday.
Yeah, we decided to get it started
Yeah, that's
up
when
again, and we got contacts.
that's actually what got us, and
people, and we appreciate your help.
well, that's actually what got Neil involved. Is he got an email from somebody who saw that water level, and we were in D.C. and
Right.
And Hannah contacted me.
I said, well, I guess I looked at Neil. I said, well, Neil, I guess we're going to D.C. We're going to go across to Paden City.
Well, and we appreciate
Yeah, we
all
do.
the help. You guys helped out a lot today. That was a really good start. What
Well,
water we got today.
You said that you're going to start a Facebook group here
Yes,
in the
it's gonna
next
be
day or
the
two.
Paden City Water Crisis. I'm going to start a Facebook group. It's going to be an informational page for all the citizens to see the progress that's going on, so we hold people accountable, and that the city can update us, and we update the city to see, make sure they're staying on task with getting
And
this water.
there'll be information there how you can help donate to the water
Yeah.
water, because
Yes.
this is not something that happens one day and it's fixed.
Right,
This is
we're
going to be a
looking at
long-term
least-
problem,
At least 6 months of needing water.
and they're going
at
to need
least.
all the water they can get. And hopefully,
Yes.
state officials
We
are
have a
aware.
city of just under 3,000 people, so yeah.
And plus, you
we
serve
go
the
through-
outlying school area for the schools. We
We
bring
have 2
people.
area schools that have to be served water. Yeah,
Right.
2, elementary and high school.
And the city told us we went through how many gallons? 400.
We go through 300,000 gallons, give or take a few in a day.
So,
Water.
so it's just not a drop in, buy a few $100 worth of water and go. This is
Right.
something that's got to continue on.
Yes, because they're
And
saying
this
not-
video, I'm asking our friends over in Virginia that will be seeing this video to also reach out to you all.
Okay.
We're in this all together. Water flows through our veins. And we were talking, and what's your name?
My name is Zella Postway, and this is my daughter Jenna.
She said she had several children and she was fighting for her children a minute ago.
I do.
And just tell me about the story about your daughter here.
My daughter started complaining of head pains. She was having panic attacks to the point she was dropping with these head pains. We eventually took her to the doctor. We've been to neurologists. I actually drive her all the way to Charleston, and they have discovered she has epilepsy. I don't think it's coincidence. At high levels, early exposure to PCE does cause epilepsy. So I have actually had a test done now of hers, and we're waiting it right now to get back from Charleston. And we're going to look for the PCE levels in her system. And I will make those public either way, whether they're high or not. I'm going to make that public. Hopefully, if it is, we're going to be able to pull her out of this water system, and I will be actually even bathing her somewhere else. So we have to lower hers, because if we don't take her completely out of it, she's going to keep having seizures, and which seizure is going to be the one that's going to cause her brain damage. And I'm not going to take that chance.
I know Neil's live streaming this, I think. No, your video. But I want to talk to Neil a minute. So, Neil.
I am humbled to be amongst such great people in this community, folks that care about not only their own children but the children in this community. These folks are the ones that are on the ground dealing with this crisis, and it is our responsibility as West Virginians to help our neighbors and to help our communities. So I am asking you guys to reach out to these folks, to myself, and do what you can to help our neighbors. Thank you.
Well, so anyway, I got to ride around with Neil today and hear his frustration and his anger. Reached out to the right person. I will tell you from my perspective, it was great to get to help the kids in the city here. Like I said, last time I was in Paden City, they kicked their butt in football. We still love you.
I had 3 boys that played for Paden City.
So that was years ago. Glad to be here. We'll do what we can to help. I'm asking all the people from Ohio, from West Virginia, that sees this, reach out to these people.
Please.
They need
All
our
donations we can get for water.
They
We
need
just
our
wanna Keep our city.
And from there I'll just let you and talk to Neil, and we'll wrap up here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Paden City, West Virginia, of the PCE numbers, starting in 1999 and going up to 2017. PCE is perchloroethylene, or tetrafluoroethylene. It's used in lots and lots of applications in cleaners. It's sometimes called dry cleaning fluid. It was used in dry cleaners a lot. It's also been used in lots of industries. It's in motor oil. It's in household cleaning supplies. But at high concentrations, as you see in the Paden City water number, PEC water numbers, it exceeds the EPA standards for safety, and especially in drinking water and bathing water. So West Virginia Sierra Club received a notice that they had elevated levels last week, and I went along with Neil Ferrier, and what you've seen as a result of that effort to try to find some answers, help find some answers for the Paden City people. Please help these people, and there'll be an address at the end to tell you how. So we're back it's kind of dark in here. So So we're back into Summers County. It's 9:18. Left this morning DC at 6:30. Been to Paden City. Well, what do you think is happening up there? Updates?
Based on the folks that we met on the ground up there, some real West Virginia heroes that are doing a lot for their community. And some of the documentation they showed us, it looks like the community has been being poisoned since at least 1999, and it's been being covered up, and nobody's been protecting those folks and their right to clean water. A lot of folks are getting sick. In a community of less than 3,000, there's at least 5 confirmed cases of ALS. Numerous cancers coming up, children that are getting epilepsy. To hear those stories today was very heartbreaking, and we need to, as fellow citizens, neighbors, and communities, do what we can to help the citizens of Paden City get through this crisis. It's not going to be a short-term situation where their water is going to be fixed in a week. We're looking at minimum 6 months without water. The town on average is using about 300,000 gallons of water per week. So this is a big deal, and we need people to come out and help. We need people to volunteer to help that community in any way that they can. Again, absolutely humbled by the gals and the folks up there that we met today. Just an incredible effort by them to help try and help the community. I mean, I was very humbled by the experience.
I want to shout out to the great people there, all the way from kindergarten to probably 55 or 60 that was helping. Angie at Walmart in New Martinsville was great. We've heard that the Moundsville Walmart's bringing a tractor trailer load of water in next week, possibly.
Correct.
They'll need more tractor trailer loads of water. People, go to that Facebook page, the Paden City Water Crisis page. It is up.
Paden City Water Crisis, and
Reach out to these folks and tell them, see how you can help them. And it's been a long day since we left DC at 6:30, Theo, and I'm proud to be with you.
I'm proud to be with you, Maury. Thanks so much.